In the heart of a verdant African forest, nestled within the embrace of towering baobabs, lay the village of Umudike. The village thrived on tales of ancestors, spirits, and prophecies passed down through generations. One night, a celestial event cast an eerie glow upon the village. The elder spoke in hushed tones, interpreting the celestial phenomenon as an omen of something extraordinary. That night, a child was born to Amara and Okonkwo, a humble couple known for their unwavering faith and kindness. As the midwife held the newborn, she gasped. The boy, whom they named Ekene, was born with a small patch of feathers on his back, iridescent and shimmering under the light. The villagers were both awed and fearful, for they had never seen such a sign. The elders gathered, pondering the significance of this birth. Ekene's childhood was filled with both wonder and isolation. As he grew, so did the feathers on his back, spreading and becoming more vibrant. While some villagers revered him as a blessing from the gods, others whispered that he was cursed. Despite his parents' efforts to protect him, Ekene often found himself alone, struggling with his identity and yearning for acceptance. One day, while wandering in the forest, Ekene encountered Nena, an old and wise woman who lived on the outskirts of the village. She saw beyond his feathers and spoke to him of ancient prophecies. She revealed that Ekene's feathers were a sign of a great destiny, one intertwined with the spirits and the natural world. She taught him to embrace his uniqueness and understand the power within him. As Ekene reached adolescence, he began to notice strange occurrences around him. He could communicate with birds, who often gathered around him, whispering secrets of the forest. He could summon the wind and felt an inexplicable connection to the sky. Nena's teachings became more intense, preparing him for the challenges ahead. One night, Ekene had a vivid dream. He saw a dark force rising, threatening to consume Umudike and the entire forest. The spirits of his ancestors appeared, urging him to embark on a journey to find the feathered guardian, a mythical being said to protect the balance between the human world and the spirit realm. They warned that only he could awaken the guardian and save his people. With a heavy heart and a sense of duty, Ekene bid farewell to his parents and Nena. Armed with a talisman and ancient knowledge, he ventured into the unknown. His journey was fraught with peril. He encountered hostile spirits, treacherous landscapes, and dark forces that sought to deter him. Yet, his resolve remained unshaken. Along the way, Ekene met allies who recognized his destiny. Keto, a warrior from a distant tribe, and Adiz, a healer with mystical powers, joined him. Together, they faced trials that tested their strength and unity. Each challenge brought Ekene closer to understanding his purpose and the true extent of his powers. After months of arduous travel, Ekene and his companions reached the sacred mountain where the feathered guardian was said to reside. The journey up the mountain was perilous, but Ekene's feathers granted him the ability to glide and navigate the treacherous terrain. At the summit, they found an ancient temple, guarded by spirits who tested Ekene's worthiness. Inside the temple, Ekene confronted the guardian, a majestic bird-like being with immense power. The guardian revealed the true nature of Ekene's birth. He was the chosen one, destined to maintain the harmony between worlds. To awaken the guardian, Ekene had to sacrifice his feathers, relinquishing his unique gift for the greater good. With a heavy heart, Ekene agreed, and as his feathers fell, the guardian awakened, bestowing upon Ekene a new power and ethereal connection to the spirit world. Empowered and enlightened, Ekene and his companions returned to Umudike. The dark force they had seen in Ekene's dream had already begun its assault, plunging the village into chaos. The villagers, once divided in their opinion of Ekene, now looked to him for salvation. A fierce battle ensued. Ekene, with his newfound abilities, led the charge against the dark force. His connection to the spirits allowed him to summon allies from the spirit realm, turning the tide of the battle. With the feathered guardian's guidance, Ekene confronted the source of the darkness, a malevolent spirit seeking to dominate both worlds. In a climactic showdown, Ekene used his powers to trap the dark spirit, sealing it away and restoring balance. The village of Umudike was saved, and the villagers celebrated Ekene as a hero. The once feared feathers had become a symbol of hope and resilience. With peace restored, Ekene's journey had not ended. He continued to explore his connection to the spirit world, becoming a bridge between the realms. His story became legend, inspiring future generations to embrace their uniqueness and stand against darkness. Yumedike flourished, and the bond between the villagers and the spirits grew stronger. Ekene's parents, proud and grateful, watched their son become a beacon of light for all. Nena, ever wise, knew that Ekene's tale was just one of many, a reminder that destiny often comes in the most unexpected forms. Even after the dark force was defeated, the echoes of the battle reverberated through Yumedike. The villagers began to rebuild their homes and lives, now under the protective watch of Ekene and his spirit allies. Ekene's connection to the spirit world grew stronger, and he frequently communicated with the feathered guardian, seeking wisdom and guidance. Ekene's role as a mediator between the human and spirit realms brought peace and prosperity to Yumedike. The village became a place of harmony where humans and spirits coexisted. Ekene's feathers, though no longer visible, had left an indelible mark on his soul, enabling him to understand and bridge the gap between the two worlds. The villagers, who once feared and shunned him, now came to him for counsel and protection. Children looked up to him as a hero, and parents told their kids bedtime stories about the brave feathered boy who saved their village. Ekene's tale became an integral part of Yumedike's cultural heritage, a story of courage, sacrifice, and unity. Years later, the village decided to commemorate Ekene's victory with an annual festival, the Spirit Festival. It was a time when villagers honored the spirits and celebrated their connection to the spiritual world. The festival included dances, songs, and rituals that reflected the harmony between humans and spirits. During the first Spirit Festival, Ekene stood at the forefront, sharing stories of his journey and the importance of embracing one's unique gifts. Nena, though older and frailer, still provided her wisdom and guidance, reinforcing the lessons Ekene had learned. The festival became a symbol of unity and hope, reminding the villagers of their shared history and the power of community. As years passed, Ekene became a mentor to the next generation. He taught young villagers about the spirits, their powers, and the importance of balance. Among his students was a young girl named Amoka, who exhibited a unique connection to water spirits. Ekene saw in her the same spark that Nena had seen in him and took her under his wing. Under Ekene's guidance, Amoka learned to harness her abilities. She became adept at communicating with water spirits, controlling the flow of rivers, and healing through water's essence. Ekene saw her potential and knew that one day she would play a crucial role in maintaining the balance he had fought so hard to protect. One fateful night, a new threat emerged from the depths of the forest. An ancient spirit, long forgotten, awoke from its slumber. This spirit, known as Aswike, had once been a guardian like the feathered guardian but had turned to darkness out of jealousy and anger. Aswike sought to reclaim the power it believed was rightfully its own, threatening to undo the peace Ekene had established. Ekene, sensing the disturbance in the spirit realm, gathered his allies, including Keto, Adis, and Amoka. Together, they prepared to confront this new menace. The villagers, having experienced Ekene's leadership before, rallied behind him, ready to defend their home once more. The confrontation with Aswike was unlike any battle Ekene had faced before. Aswike's power was formidable, and its influence spread corruption throughout the forest. Ekene and his allies engaged in a fierce struggle, calling upon the spirits for aid. The feathered guardian, along with other benevolent spirits, joined the fight. Amoka's water spirits played a crucial role, countering Aswike's fiery wrath. Keto and Adis fought valiantly, their skills honed from years of training and past battles. Ekene, with his deep connection to the spirit world, stood at the forefront, leading the charge and coordinating their efforts. The battle raged on, and it became clear that defeating Aswike would require a sacrifice. Ekene, understanding the gravity of the situation, made a difficult decision. In the midst of the fierce battle against Aswike, Ekene realized that the only way to defeat the ancient spirit was to bind Aswike's power to his own, sacrificing his connection to the spirit world forever. With a heavy heart and the support of his friends, Ekene performed the binding ritual, using his own essence to seal Aswike away. As the ritual concluded, Ekene felt his connection to the spirits fade, but the forest and Yumedike were saved. The villagers, though saddened by Ekene's sacrifice, celebrated his bravery and selflessness. Ekene's legacy lived on as a symbol of courage and the enduring power of unity and sacrifice. The moral lesson of this story teaches us that our differences can be our greatest strengths. By embracing what makes us unique and facing our challenges with courage and determination, we can overcome adversity and fulfill our true potential.